Looks like we're streaming. Cool, cool, cool. Let me just get the chat up on my other thing right here. Let me know if y'all can hear me or not. My OBS seems to be indicating that my mic is working, but if people can't hear me, I'd like to know. Turn my volume down so I can get the chat up. Hold on, it's getting there, it's getting there, it's getting there. Hold on, hold on. I got it. Alright, cool. Got it. Hello. Hello, Chris Singer. Alright, so what I'm doing today is going to make Ando. Ando is the planet where the Aqualish are from. So, I don't know if we want to do... It's like a... The Essential Atlas says it's temperate. I might want to do Swamp, though. We'll just do temperate for now. It's going to be branched. Yep, single player. Hey, TK1138. Map name. Ando. Planet name. Ando. We'll do like 9 patches. I'll make the bound size half. We'll do like 300. Alright, so got our base map here. Let's go over to nature. And let's load a preset. Environment set operations. Load. To Steam. Oh, no. Profiles, Steam. Steam apps, common. Star Wars Empire at War. Y'all can hear me, right? Let's see, game data. No. Oh, no, yes, data. Oh, we don't want Empire at War, we want corruption. Corruption data. Excited for the KOTOR mod. The Revan's Revenge mod. There's a couple different KOTOR era mods. I think most of them are dead. Environment sets. We'll do default temperate. And we will remove the fog for now. Evening blue sky X1. Zone 2, don't really need that. Why don't we do... Let's do clear sky X1. No, I kind of liked that evening blue sky. Or what about desert sky? Too yellow. Day snow? Meh. Day murk, evening blue. Yeah, let's go back to that evening blue sky. Alright, cool. Yeah, Revan's Revenge. I've seen bits and pieces. It looks cool. I'm interested in conquering the galaxy as Mandalore the Ultimate. Alright, now we want to bring in our textures. Material sets. And so Ando is kind of tropical. So we're going to bring in tropical. And it gives us this green thing for now. However, since Ando is a water planet, we are actually going to be don't we keep our water table at 0? That sounds fine. But for now, let's do our leveling brush. Radius 200. Terrain level, we'll do like negative. Let's do negative 50. So my idea for this map is we're gonna have it kind of like a bunch of islands. So you're gonna be kind of reliant on repulsor lift vehicles and aerial vehicles to kind of move your troops around on like a little island hopping campaign. At least that's my idea for the mod. Because Ando is like a water world. It says its surface area is 95% water, so there are islands, unlike a planet like Mon Calamari. Mon Calamari, though, canonically does have like a few tiny islands here and there, and the Mon Calamari have built like floating cities on it, kind of like the Selkath on Manon, but still, a majority of their planet is just water. What other things besides Star Wars are you into? I'm really into Lord of the Rings. I think that's like the second. Actually, I might even be more knowledgeable in Tolkien lore than Star Wars lore. I've read most of the ancillary stuff. I've read the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit trilogy, the Silmarillion, the Unfinished Tales, Baron and Luthien, Children of Hurin. Have not read The Fall of Gondolin yet, but I own it. Also have not read The Nature of Middle-earth yet, but I own it. And I also have not read the Fall of Gondolin yet, but I own it. I also have the Essential Atlas to Middle-earth, which is actually super duper helpful when you're reading the Silmarillion. Because in the Silmarillion, there's just all of these names, and there's all of these like family trees, and there's this whole other continent that sunk beneath the sea before the movies. So you have to familiarize yourself with a whole new geography, and like where the characters are, what's going on. It's just a whole thing. So it's helpful to have those resource books while you're reading the Silmarillion, because it could turn into a project. Is this Fall of the Republic 1.4? No, I'm making my own mod. I'm not at all affiliated with the EAWX team. I'm making my own mod based solely off the Legends continuity. Because I've been kind of frustrated with Empire at War mods lately. A lot of them will kind of put in some new canon stuff when it's not really warranted. Especially ones that, like a lot of the Empire at War expanded mods that claim to be all expanded universe, adding stuff in from, you know, like TCW and Rogue One and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, nah, I want to do something purely expanded universe. So I said, I'll make my own mod with blackjack and hookers. Lord of the Rings stressed me out when they whipped out Spider Mama. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Shelob's gross. But, Ungoliant is even worse. She was like this giant spider that killed the two trees back before there was a moon and sun. The two trees are what lit up the world. She was one nasty, ugly spider. Essential Atlas could help those who would like to know more about the lore. Yes. Yeah, it's essential. I was lucky when I was doing my first read-through of the new Essential Chronology back in like 2007 when I first bought the book. Because they included a little map at the end. And then I also have the new Essential Atlas on the shelf behind me. Hey Zim, what's up? Yeah, getting into a new franchise is, can be daunting. But I think if you enjoy it enough, it's something that, like, it's worth the effort. A big trend these days is in franchises is catering to the new fans. When it's gets to the point where you have to change the canon to do that, I'm just like, no, why don't we just have people who actually want to learn about the fandom? Sorry, I'm smoothing out some stuff here. Have some people that actually want to learn about the fandom, like, make the effort. Why do they have to change the canon to suit them? Like, when they decanonized the expanded universe, I was like, so you think fans are too dumb to try to keep track of continuity? Okay, sure. Is the Force Unleashed the Force Unleashed, the Jump Troopers awakened my sexuality? Whatever floats your boat, dude. I don't judge. My Sunday is good, Zim. How is your Sunday? Okay, obviously I can't get this as flat as I want. Maybe, actually, wait. Let's turn the water off for just a second, and I'll turn it back on after. Water, 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 water. None. Turn the water off, that way I can flatten my crap out here. Haven't yet planned how many islands I'm going to have, what kind of different islands, and how, like, you're gonna hop to them. But we'll get there. So usually how I tackle these maps is I do a little research on what the planet is before. Like, I looked in the Essential Atlas earlier. And then I've got the Wikipedia page up down here, in case I need to check something like how many moons it has and crap like that. But I got the basics of what Ando should look like. And we know that is where the walrus people live, the Aqualish. Sorry, I'm just trying to make this as flat as possible, because otherwise that height map's gonna look like garbage. Clone Wars Wet Navy Chads. Well, I'm gonna have a lot of the islands be accessible via repulsor craft, so you'll be relying a lot on, like, LAATs to ferry troops over, MTTs. Probably won't be able to rely on a lot of legged vehicles. So I think since the Separatists have more repulsor lift technology, what with the AATs and all that, they probably have a little bit of an advantage. Well, that's something you, the player, will have to deal with. Alright, this looks like the best I can do for now. That height map still looks atrocious, but whatever. It actually almost looks like waves. Water. Put the water back on. And let's change our water table height a little bit. Right now it's at 0. Let's do like -12. Alright, now we gotta do some islands here. And again, I'm just BSing here. Don't really have a super huge plan. Oh, Johnny Ridden, I wish I could do Scuba Troopers. Okay, so let's set the terrain height back to 0. Gotta do some islands. And I'm just BSing the island size here. Maybe I can make Matanui. It's like a little Easter egg. Comics are slightly different as they have a multiverse. Things like Star Wars didn't have a multiverse, just a canon and an extended canon, effectively. Yeah. They're squandering an opportunity to have a multiverse now, though. Alright, so there's one island. And I'll, like, raise the terrain, like I have, like, a mountain in the middle. I have some craggy rocks. Some palm trees and all that. I hate the multiverse. It's just a gimmick to see. Oh. Oh, what? Sukoivod, some credits your way for striking good old-fashioned... For sticking it to the good old-fashioned. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, Flying Potato. Holy crap. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you so much. That is, don't get a lot of supers on this channel, and so thank you very much. Why was Aura Singh at the pod race in Phantom Menace? Don't remember. I'm sure the Republic comics explain it somewhere. I have to go reread through my Republic comics, actually, at some point. Because the ones I've read the most... Because, like, I'll reread the Clone Wars ones every year. So, like, issues, like, the high 50s issues... I think it's, like, 54 through, like, 80-something tackles the Clone Wars. A lot of these islands are looking lumpy here, but... You know, maybe we can have, like, a little bit of, like, a tiny land bridge. That way we can get, Yeah, actually, I like that idea. We'll do, like, a land bridge here. And I'll come in with a finer brush, and I'll make these islands look less lumpy. We'll have one kind of on the corner. Star Wars will have a multiverse in Ahsoka. God damn it, probably. I'm going to continue to live under my EU rock and ignore it, though. Sorry, itching. Yeah, we'll have like a big-ish island here in the corner. Maybe like a little city on it. Is Isani Isard pure evil? Yes, but would still smash. There's actually a discussion going on my Discord the other day. Is Isani Isard hot or not? A lot of people pointed to certain panels in the Star Wars Rogue Squadron comics, whereas there were some panels in those comics where she looked like she was like 90-something. So I don't know. It's a weird mommy situation with most people and Isani Isard. I love Legends, but refuse to believe that Ki-Adi-Mundi's whole family died off screen. He did have a lot of kids. Gives a bunch of chances for, you know, people to escape and stuff. Let's actually change, because we don't want to be able to see like the texture underneath the water, so let's change the opacity of the water a little bit here before I continue on. We want it less opaque. No. Yeah, that's cool. ODST slapped harder than Dad's belt, but Reach put hair on my chest. I did enjoy Halo Reach. I understand the problems between the novels and the game, but I did enjoy the game. All right, let's bring our radius back here to about like, let's do like 150 for our land bridge. I'll set the terrain height to like... Wait, what did I put the water at? The water is at -12. So let's set the terrain height here to -14. I don't know if that'll be too tall or not, but we will see. It might help when we have a different texture there. Let's do -15. Like I said, I'll come in with a smaller brush and clean these up. Mundi was allowed to have children right due to his race being nearly extinct or something. Yeah, that's how it went down. The Syrians have like a very low like birth rate, so Mundi was allowed to have kiddos. Maybe we'll do like a small like uninhabited island over here. Bring it back to like 0 here. That was brought up in the Phantom Menace. Yeah, Kiarimundis must have a low birth rate of males. Yeah, it's something like that. That's also explained in the earlier Republic comics, which I've just mentioned. I need to go back and reread, because I read the later Republic comics a lot more, just due to me being more interested in the Clone Wars era. But that's me. Alright, so we got the start of our islands here. Let me make sure I didn't like accidentally draw a penis or something. It looks good. Let's switch our brush to additive, because we need some mountains and some volcanoes, because it's like tropical. I'm thinking like Hawaii. But not like super duper tropical. I don't remember. Hold on. Let's go check the Ando page here. Oceanic planet, blah, 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 blah. Humid, temperate. It's got caves, rainforests, open saltwater oceans. So maybe we won't do so much of, not tropical. Yeah, maybe we won't do so much as tropical, but more like, maybe like North Atlantic or South Pacific sort of deal. I only have Tales of the Jedi and the Mara Jade comic. Which Mara Jade comic? There's a few. Yeah, the attachment stuff was brought up once, so we could have specified... Oh, I'm in between a conversation here. Outlander was really good. It's weird how Voss takes over the whole series, though. Oh, sorry. I just bumped my mic. I like Quinlan Voss, so I don't mind that he took over the whole series. Alright, here. Let's set this back to 100. Because we need some mountains. But we need to leave like enough space in the island for like folks to vehicles and infantry to walk around in. Get a mountain here. gonna be a tall mountain. I should probably smooth out the edges, kind of make like sandy shores, huh? Question for the chat. What's a Legends character you think is overhyped? A pure Legends character that's overhyped. A lot of people say Thrawn, I imagine. I like Thrawn. Probably a lot of people will say Quinlan Voss as well. Asajj Ventress. Why would you say she's overhyped? Here. Kind of smooth out these edges here. I want a more natural slope like a beach would be. I'm aware this kind of looks like poop now, but eventually it'll look good. Eventually. Zane Carrick. Why would you say Zane Carrick's overhyped? I do like Zane Carrick. I actually don't think we hear enough about Zane Carrick. I feel like a lot of people don't know who Zane Carrick is. However, we all know Marn Hieroglyph is the superior character of the KOTOR comics. Fight me. I never liked her, plus Filoni used her to bully my boy Boba. Fair enough. I don't really think that warrants her being overhyped, though. It's not really an explanation. No, Zane Carrick is my favorite character. Well, good for you. But it's Marn Hieroglyph is the correct answer. Sorry. Try again. Yeah, I could see Mara being overhyped. Okay, so now we have a bit more of a gradual beachhead here. So eventually I'm going to put sand down and all that jazz. And I'll make these look more craggy and rocky. I'm just getting some height down here. Dala is the most Team Rocketeer Imperial Bantam era villain. Yeah, in the sense that she just keeps coming back and her plans keep getting foiled like a cartoon villain. Yeah. I will say, the one Chad move Dala did was convince all of the Imperial warlords to meet in one place and then just kill them all. That was a Sigma female move. I think Sigma's the right one, right? I'm unfamiliar with you kids' lingo. I liked Mara until I played as her in Jedi Knight. She has the most annoying platforming levels. Yeah, but that's a game versus, like, you know, something about her character or her personality. Oop. We will fight on the beaches, especially on this map. Beaches, beaches, and more beaches. Sweet. Kids these days. Hey, Man, dude. Our beaches are looking nice. I might need to make some of these islands a bit bigger, though. Sometimes what I like to do to test and see if I have enough room is I like to go into my objects. I like to go to... What do I want to do? Props, generic. These have all of like the vanilla models, but you can kind of glean like how much space you have. Yeah, so that's the size of an AT-AT walker in the vanilla Empire at War game. And that's one of the largest vehicles in the game. So if I have enough room to have AT-ATs on these islands, they should be large enough. Watch, I can still have this mountain and still have like 4 AT-ATs fit around the perimeter, so. Yeah, it's a weird unit of measurement, but it works. Well, Man Dude, if you looked at the title, it would say Ando, which is the homeworld of the Aqualish, and that's what this map is going to be. Ando is 95% water, except for speckled islands. It has a humid, almost tropical climate, and has lots of rainforests and caves. So, I want to go back to height. That's what I wanted to do. So for this map, I kind of want to make it like an island hopping campaign, where you're more reliant on your repulsor lift vehicles than your legged vehicles. So you'll have LEATs and MTTs ferrying troops across the map to take key locations and capture and destroy the enemy what are they called? Like structures and positions. A neat historical fact is Ando was actually one of the more significant planets to secede to the CIS about 2 years before the Clone Wars. I don't know if it was the exact first, but it was like one of the ones that kind of gave the Republic a wake-up call. So I think for this, I'm going to try to go more Galapagos and less like Hawaii. I said Hawaii before, but I'm like, nah, let's go try to do more like a Galapagos thing. Not that I've ever been to the Galapagos, but I've seen Master and Commander enough times. Which is one of the best movies out there, and was shafted by Pirates of the Caribbean, because they came out at a similar time. But it is better than Pirates of the Caribbean. Alright, I think we're almost done with our beaches here. Yeah, alright, so we need some mountains in these islands here. Oh wait, no. Go back to height. No, height. There we go. Let's go back to like 150 radius. We need some sort of height variation. Otherwise the map can be boring. I have relatives that live in Ecuador. I wonder if they ever went to the Galapagos. Well, it would be a fun trip if you could go. If you're into that sort of thing. Some mountains there. And now let's just make this a tiny bit higher, maybe? Instead of putting like a mountain, let's do like a... See, I don't know. I'm getting kind of confused here. I don't know what I should do. Oh, why don't we just make the height a little bit more elevated? Why don't we go to leveling, code brush, and we'll go to like 40. Kind of like a little plateau area. And then we'll blend it in with the island here. Because like I said, we need some height variation to keep the map from getting boring. But keeping in mind that this is, you know, an island hopping map. These are small islands. I just want to smooth this out, kind of blend it in with the rest of the terrain here. I used to live on an island. Plumbing was bad. Yeah, I can't imagine how they would do that. I mean, maybe have it empty into the ocean? I don't know. That also doesn't seem very eco-friendly. That's cool, cool. We can put some structures on there or something. Maybe we'll do something similar over here. Let's do a little bit lower though. Let's do like, what do you think? 25? 25 sounds good to me. Yeah, I'll just blend it in here. Blend it, blend it, blend it. Maybe we'll put like a small thing here, like a sensor array or something. Something of tactical value, but like not super needed. Just would help a lot. Alright, cool. And I might have like the capital city over here or something. I might actually want to make this a bit bigger if we're going to put structures there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring the terrain level back up to 0 here. Let's make this kind of corner island here a little bit bigger. And then I'll fix my coastline again after. If we're just gonna put a small settlement and some, because I think I have some Aqualish models available to me. We can have pro-separatist Aqualish militia helping out. Flattening, 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 getting my beachhead back. I might have to raise up a little bit more terrain to kind of make it more gradual. Like I said, I want repulsor lift vehicles to be able to kind of slip in and out. Oops, shit. Undo. There we go. Alright, let's get some texture variation up in this biatch. Start with these craggy mountains here. So if we want to go for like a Galapagos look, Galapagos Islands, archipelago in Ecuador. So it looks like their mountains are pretty brown. A funny little lizard. I was thinking almost volcanic. Yeah. Alright, so we want darker rock. So this gray rock they gave me here, probably we want something a little darker than that. So I'm gonna have to load that. One thing I should have done from the beginning is save as Legends mod maps, land, planet, Ando. Because for some reason, when I try to load in textures, it can sometimes crash. So I'm not really liking these. Felucia plant, green. Felucia rock, that's too green for us. Geonosis rock, that's too orange for us. Lava rock might be too dark. Those are Arctic mountains. Oh, what about like moon rocks? It's a crater. Yeah, let's try this. Will that match the bump texture? No. We want bump texture matching. What about... that's not really... We could try it. That doesn't have texture matching either? Cancel. Dang it. I can't really use any of those moon textures. Rock. My fiance is calling me, but I told her I was streaming, so I don't know why she's calling me. Rock wall. Oh, these kind of might do what we want. They're a little green, though. Let's see what this one's all about. Well, let's try it. Let's set our thing to 50 here. See, I don't know if I like this. It's too craggly. Almost... Well, it does say rock wall. So I don't know if that's what we want. Yeah, I don't really like that. Actually, do I? I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it for now and see if it grows on me. Oh, hey, Zim. Thank you. We will fight them on the beaches and in the streets. We will fight them in a box with a fox and in a house with a mouse. I don't think that's what Churchill said, but... What do I know? Talking about KOTOR in the comics there. I just saw Matt Mandu talk about Canderous. I'm just going to call my fiance back super duper quick. Just so she doesn't get mad at me.
Hey, babe.
Hey, sweetheart, I'm in the middle of a stream right now.
That's alright, so I was just checking in with you. I'll see you when I get home.
Okie doke.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Alright, cool. Misa back. Maybe I'll add, like, I don't know. Should add something in there. Break up the pattern a little bit. Rock based or sand rock? Sand. Ooh. Why don't we try some of this Silukamai rock? Let's do like 30. That doesn't really match well, but let me just see what I like versus that. Go back to 50. This is what a majority of, like, the hard part of map making in this game is. It's kind of figuring out which textures to use. Like, what looks good blended together, what doesn't. Oh, you know what? If I do... That kind of looks good. If I do a majority of the Silukamai rock. And then go back to our rock wall texture here. And we'll do, like... Make, like, a 25 radius. And we kind of puts in some cragglies here. That might not look half bad. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I might hate it later and then change it. That's half the fun of making maps in Empire at War. I don't know. I kind of hate it. That's frustrating. Bounty Hunter made me want to rip my own skin off. I liked Bounty Hunter. Yeah, it was hard, but a lot of games back then were hard. Excuse me while I go back to try to find a better texture. Smooth dirt. Okay, so we're at Silukamai Rock. Shadow Rock, those are shadows. Sky. Snow, snow ice, snow dirty, space. Star Destroyer under construction. Swamp grass, tank track. Yeah, I'm having trouble, folks. I'm having trouble. Temperate rock? No. Oh, if it didn't have that green. Why don't I try this? This might be kind of more what I'm looking for. I don't like that sideways pattern. So we're at Temperate Rock 02. Oop. Feed building, Thule Rock. Trees. This is urban stuff. That's not gonna really help me. I said I wanted to avoid volcanic rock. Oh. Why don't I try that? Because we want like brownish, but that's like too light. We want like dark brown. Right? Let me go back to my Galapagos thing here. I guess there's some like darker rocks in there. I don't like that. Let's go back to V. V for volcanic rock. Yeah, I'm having trouble, folks. I don't know what the hell I want. I kind of like this. Maybe if it was just a bit darker. I can make it darker, but kind of changing the diffuse color. Oh. That's kind of perfect. That's too dark. Yeah, because that's what it was before. That's kind of perfect. Okay, going back with square one. And who knows, I might screw around a bit more. But it's just good to get some new textures around. Talking about bringing your pieces to games. Cool. Let's get some sand up in this bitch. That the kind of sand we want? Yeah, that's some sand. And then we'll kind of transition it into some more like rocky, rough ground. I want to avoid this like tropical looking green grass. I don't want like Rapa Nui look. Like I said, I want Galapagos look. Cool. And then we'll make this little land bridge like a kind of like a sandbar thing. That the troops can walk on. Coming over to the other island. I wish I remember what height I made it at. But it's fine for now. I can fix it after. Top 5 Star Wars YouTubers. I don't actually watch other Star Wars YouTubers. With the exception of Jensari1, I really like him. Because him and I share the same... what would you say? Philosophy that TCW doesn't fit in the expanded universe. He's very much in my camp on that, so I appreciate him. I heard Evan Nova's good. I've not seen any of his stuff, but I heard he collabs with Jensari 1 sometimes. But, like, the main reason why I made Manda-LORE is because a lot of Star Wars YouTubers weren't making Star Wars content I wanted to watch. So I said, like with this mod, and noticing a pattern in my life here, I said, screw that, I'm going to make my own YouTube channel with blackjack and hookers. But I'm interested in hearing y'all's top 5 Star Wars YouTubers, so... Of course, the answer is going to be me in number 1, right? Yeah? No, I don't care if not. If I could devote more time to YouTube, I could totally get my, like, to a professional level like them. However, I have my own, you know, issues I'm taking care of, so I kind of need a day job. And being a niche YouTuber doesn't really pay the bills. Now we got some nice sand action going on here. Unless, of course, you don't like sand, because it's rough and coarse and gets everywhere. Probably gonna run the stream for like 15 to 20 more minutes, and then I gotta feed my cats, I gotta feed me. Fiance is coming home soon, so I should probably get dinner going. And then a couple of my other friends are gonna be online tonight, so they want to hang out. But I wanted to get a good start on Ando here. Alright. So let me load this kind of volcanic-y texture I got. Is that... Question is, will that transition good? No. There was another, like... Let me save. There's another, like, volcanic rock texture I liked. The Micro Series Supremacy. I mean, I agree, but I'm sure not a lot of people do. It was this one. I kind of like this. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of Galapagos-y. And obviously I'll mix some different textures in here too. Just kind of getting a feel for how that looks. Yes. Yes, I like it. I like it. Maybe if we go to the Silacumi rock here, change our brush to noise brush. Spackle some. Yeah, that kind of looks good. I'm sure I'll hate it later and then change it, but it's something. I like it, I like it. It's something different. Anyway, let's go back to this. Change my brush back to additive. My ass should have stayed with SWTOR stop motions. What do you mean SWTOR stop motions? I'm intrigued. Like, you talking like, Source Filmmaker stop motions? or like what's the other one? Gary's Mod. I might change the texture scale to like 120. That's fine. Like I said, I'll spackle some other textures in to break up the pattern. Yes, Chris Singer, I understand you make stop motions, but what do you use to make the stop motions? Are they physical? Like, are they like claymation? Custom 3D printed figs. I have a Nogri and 3-inch figs. That's cool. I didn't even know they made Nogri action figures. Oh, that's not what I want. Zim says, I don't know why they put ads before live streams. Makes me want to hold YouTube executive team hostage. Yeah, I don't get it either. And so when I click on my video, I make it so that it doesn't have live streams. So it doesn't have the ads, but I can still get the super chats and whatever. But it'll still play the ad. I highly recommend Adblocker, or they also have a bunch of different other ad blockers. They've got AdKitty works too. A friend of mine swore by another one. I can't remember what it's called, but there's ad blockers out there, and that's what I use. 'Cause I'm sure it's not a big deal to most folks, but I grew up in an era of YouTube where there was no ads. Yeah, Chris Singer, I'd be interested in singing that if you drop a link. Instead of doing it in the live chat, because I'll never see it again, drop a link in like the comments when this publishes. And then I will if YouTube ends up blocking it because it has a link, I can still see it, and then I could just put it in the video description. Okay, we're getting here. I'm getting here. I'll go back to noise brush. Yeah, it's looking like something. I don't know if I like it yet or if I hate it. But I have time to change my mind. This map's not getting finished today. Yeah, I love stop motions. My first YouTube's my first videos on YouTube were stop motion animations. I liked doing Lego stop motion animations. I made like, let's see, I made a 3-parter series on the Munolins 10. And that was only a 3-parter because back then you could only upload videos up to like 10 minutes long. And then I had another 3-parter series. So I think I had like 6 stop motions altogether on my Captain Fordo channel. Those got taken down once Google took over. Add some more texture diversity here. Yeah, I like this. I like this. We're really getting somewhere here. This is like kind of a preview of what a lot of the islands might look like. I might have like some like grassy areas that have like some vegetation, like palm trees and whatnot, but this is already looking pretty good. I'm liking where this is going. I want to do a Thrawn stop-mo, but my editor is busy. I made a Pelion and Rook already. Like a figure? That's cool. That's super cool. Yeah, I love stop motions. I was always like fascinated by like Tim Burton when I was younger, and I always wanted to be a filmmaker. But when I got out of high school, one university I wanted to go to ended up being way too expensive, and I took a lot of CTE classes in engineering in high school for like engineering, architecture, and design. So I was like, you know what? It's a career that I might actually be able to like go places in. So I went with that. Never graduated college though, so that went nowhere. But I'm getting by, and I'm still doing my passion, which is making movies and videos, but I'm just doing it on YouTube instead. And it's almost better because, I'd be, especially like, I couldn't imagine being a filmmaker today where you have all these stipulations by the studios put on you, like what you can and can't make. Jagvet, what was that? Jagvet Inti 65. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. This is the planet Ando. This is where the Aqualish are from. The walrus people from Star Wars. Like the guy who got his arm cut off by Obi-Wan Kenobi in the cantina. Couldn't be a filmmaker too. Too anal about lore. Yeah, I wouldn't want studios dictating what I can and can't make. Like if, Lucasfilm came to me and said, we want you to make a Star Wars film. I'd be like, I had Legends or nothing. It's gotta be Legends. And they would not let me make that. It's Nerf or nothing. Yeah, this is already looking pretty good. I like it. I like it. Let us do a noise brush. Full creative freedom. What Star Wars film would you make? Call me a Klumer and a Karen Travis fan, but I would love to make a Star Wars Republic Commando movie. And I would be like, buy the book about it. I can already see the backlash now, though. A lot of EU fans don't like Karen Travis, and I understand their reasoning, but I do like Karen Travis. And I will not apologize. We also, it's essential to have a Heir to the Empire trilogy. I would have to be animated though because, Carrie's gone, and then Han and Luke are ancient now. Okay, cool. My username is Swedish. Oh, he redacted it. So it'd be Yag. Or Yag. I don't know. Alright, folks. I'm gonna finish up this island here. I think we might have to call it. I wanted to stream a bit longer, but like I said, gotta feed my cats. Fiance's coming home, so I gotta get dinner started. And then I got some friends want to hang out, so. But thank you all for joining me, and we'll save our little Ando here. Land, planet, Ando. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun just hanging out with me while I do my maps. And I'll either, by the next time I stream my map making, I'll either be on to the next planet or we'll continue on with this. But thank you all for joining me, and have a wonderful weekend, or rest of your weekend since it's Sunday. And yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys later.